Hello everybody and welcome to What's My Role? My name is Ben Marguerite and I'm your host and Dungeon Master. With me as always are our players Tom, Isaac, Nathan, and Hamish. And we're a D&D 5th edition actual play podcast recorded and produced in beautiful Hong Kong. When last we left off, the party was outside the Iron Yak Tavern, witnessing the Town Watch retake the stolen silver. Garrett's mother was also being taken away. Does this connect with the murder of the mayor? And who told the Town Watch about the silver? Find out in What's My Role? Episode 7. So when we jump into this episode, the Iron Yak is shuttered. They've posted a few people there as well, a few Town's Guard members there, and the rest of you are in the Lower Hallows. Valerhana is remotely trying to contact you to see what's going on, and that's where we left it off, with you on your way to go and check in on this farmer. It is a Tuesday night. It is about a little under a week before the festival. You've witnessed this happen, you saw them take everybody, and that's where we're at.
Do you think your mom's going to be okay?
I think so. I think maybe, you said they were just taking her as like a witness or something.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, but I should probably go and tell my dad.
All right. Are we still going to help out the farmer?
Yeah.
Seems like, we can't do anything about this situation, but maybe we can help out in another situation.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the east gate.
Garrett.
Yes.
This is not to change anything. I'm just trying to get more information from you. Your dad, if he found out that your mom was kind of arrested, how would he react if he found out this night?
I don't know. It depends if he's drunk or not, I guess. Probably drunk.
Yeah.
He'd probably be pretty pissed off, I'd say. That's my guess. I don't know, because I think we had this conversation. It's kind of like a bit of like a Zoolander type situation where the dad and the brother, they work in the mines, and Garrett's very much a black sheep. He has no relationship with his father at all. He has trouble expressing emotions other than rage.
We'll say, for expediency's sake, that your mom, when she's being taken out, that she makes eye contact with you and kind of gives you a signal of it's going to be okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So you can go still to your dad if you wish.
Yeah. We don't have to, role play it out or anything.
Yeah.
But, I'm just saying, Garrett is probably going to go and
awesome.
Tell his dad just in case, because, she is a breadwinner as well in the family.
You go.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll meet you at the gate.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You go, you meet up with your dad, you let him know. He's upset. At most, he's just angry that, for lack of better words, as he just says, why is it always trouble whenever you come around? Your mom told me that you came around talking about the gray hands, and then they were arrested. You come in, you talk about silver, and now she's going to jail. Why did we spend money to put you in the shop, doing work with your hands, delicate work?
Guess I'm just a disappointment.
Yeah.
And I leave.
As you head out.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
All right, well, go to the gate. My father's still a prick. Who knew? I catch up with my friends, put on a smile.
Yeah. It's nighttime.
How far away is this farm?
Further on to the outskirts, you're going down towards the woods itself, because the farm is near the woodland area.
How dangerous is the outskirts of the town itself?
It's normally patrolled. It's as dangerous as any town in the civilization, as it can be dangerous. There are creatures, monsters, beasts, things like that.
Cool.
Do you mean XP?
Damn right. Yep, all right, let's head over to this farm.
I have all my equipment with me, shiny new shield and everything.
You head out. You meet the farmer, and he sees all of you. Oh, you came. True as your word.
That's right.
I really appreciate it.
Hey, the neighborhood watch is the town neighborhood. It's not just the one neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's farmers too.
Happy to be included in your
Sir,
list of neighborhoods.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your troubles?
Yeah, well, I got my livestock, and, I'm not going to brag, but of the many farms out here, mine's going to be, it's going to win that contest with the finest sheep.
Oh, you mean for the celebration?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So your thoughts are that people are trying to sabotage your chances of winning?
I mean, it's also my livelihood. I've come out, I count my sheep regularly, and there are a few missing every few days or so, but recently just a lot gone missing.
Did you find any carcasses
Any carcasses?
of the sheep?
No, I don't
Any clues at all?
Any tracks in the ground?
I mean, I think there's some tracks out there, but it could easily be other animals too.
Out there, you mean?
Out in the fields, kind of points off into the...
Where are the woods close to this
the,
farm?
Yeah. The woods borders all of the farmland to the south.
What's this guy's name?
His name is Owen Baker. He runs Baker's Acres.
Mr. Baker, is there, I mean, these woods, they're dangerous. Could something be coming in and like eating the sheep or taking them?
I mean, we got guard dogs that should keep them safe, but I will say this, that I've had to fix that fence multiple times. It's been broken in many times, but I don't know what could cause it.
Recently? Like
Yeah.
when the sheep, okay.
And the guards haven't given, the dogs haven't given you any signal or bark?
No, I mean, they haven't. No, they haven't.
All right, well, maybe we'll
I've
stake out
called
next
the-
to the sheep tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can we
I've called the town watch multiple times, and no one's come down here.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Can we take a look at the fence and maybe also those tracks in the field?
Good idea.
He leads you over into the area. He's like, so that's where, as you can see, I put up some new wood, a new fencing, put a post in myself.
Do you have
It's
any
good work. It looks
Thank
strong.
you.
of the broken fence
Yeah, any of the broken fence?
to take a look at?
Oh, maybe I could find that in the scrap wood pile that I normally use.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'll go run and grab it. You guys, you're gonna be okay here?
We certainly will. We'll investigate.
Is it
Okay,
nighttime?
if you can find what's doing this to me, if you can prove it or whatever it is, I promise I'll give you all 200. I'm good to my word.
All right, well, we'll talk about that if we solve the problem.
Thanks. I'd sleep better at night knowing before this I could use the money, the prize money.
Yeah. What is the prize money?
Prize money? I'm so glad you asked. Prize money is 400 gold.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Somebody would definitely want to steal the sheep. Can we see the sheep?
I mean, yeah, I got a lot of sheep, but
No,
my
are they,
prize
like, wandering
sheep,
around?
Yeah, they're all sleeping.
Yeah,
You know,
good,
they're people.
good looking
Probably
sheep.
sheep he's keeping at home.
Do you have any way of identifying your sheep? Say, I mean, hopefully this hasn't happened, but someone stole your sheep. If they show up at the competition, do you have a way
Yeah,
of
I
identifying
brand my
that?
animals. Yeah, for sure.
Good. Okay.
Good to know.
Where?
I'd be shocked if someone tried to pass it off as their own. Most likely they're just taking it so that I can't win.
Right.
For sure it might be, the Morgans down the road. They might have taken, but they're good people. I don't want to talk ill of them.
Do you have any
My hope is that it's some sort of animal or something.
in the field? Are there any hay bales or anything that would
Close
provide cover?
to the barn, yeah. I could grab some if you want. Show you it.
Yeah, let's. Why don't we bring out a few hay bales? It might give us some cover.
Sure.
Maybe a wagon or something, so we can stake it out.
Can do. Whatever it takes.
Can we see it from the woods? Like where the sheep are and everything?
Yeah, I mean, you're at the border between the two.
Do you want to wait?
Maybe we can go
in-
into the woods.
in the woods?
Because like maybe anything untoward in the field might then
Well, we
dissuade them.
We certainly can. We can take a look at those tracks as well. Let's
Yeah.
not forget
Let's
about
study
the
the
tracks.
area first and then come up with a plan of attack or defense or whatever.
Good
Is,
idea.
is it dark?
Yeah, it's getting dark. Yeah, it's evening.
Put my night vision goggles on.
There you go. You can see quite nicely.
Is anyone good at detecting stuffs?
Survival?
It'd be survival check
Nope.
or
But I have
nature.
night vision goggles.
Oh,
I
I'm
got
plus 3
nature.
on nature. Yeah.
me too.
I'm okay.
Survival,
Plus
sir.
3.
Plus
All
3.
right, survival. Yeah.
If we can help, we can give advantage to one of you guys. Us scoping this out.
Mm-hmm. Can roll with advantage as you try and look at the tracks in the area as he shows you the wood as well that was broken.
You rolling, Isaac?
I will roll for survival. The 13.
13. So as you're looking down with 13, you do see what appears to be maybe a trail. Possibly, it's hard to tell with the 13. It's hard. Maybe there's a whiff of a trail that goes back towards the forest.
It's a whiff.
Can I get a nature check from you or anyone who wants to? With advantage, if you want.
I'll roll. 19.
Okay, with a 19, you do notice that there is a stain on the broken part of the wood that you notice that the farmer didn't.
Ooh.
You see the stain?
As you're really sniffing it, because you seem to be sniffing stuff.
Are there any birds or any animals around?
Are there any birds or any animals? Give me a perception check. While you're doing that, you can tell that something does not smell right about the stain. It smells like
Keep smelling
fairly
everything.
Yeah,
It smells wrong.
it smells like it's rotting.
Rotten.
Let me have a
12.
smell.
Yeah,
For perception.
12 for perception.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
There's a sound of animals around, yeah.
Can I can communicate with small animals or smaller beasts ideas. I guess they can't communicate back to me. Never mind.
Fair enough. Yeah, something smells rotten about the stain.
Like, what kind of rotten? Like rotten meat? Or some kind of, like, like a dirty-ass swamp?
Rotten meat is closer to it, yeah.
Is there perhaps any kinds of creatures in the woods that might have some kind of smell or aura or something?
What was your nature check?
It was 19.
19 for a nature check. This smells like the carcass of an animal.
There's something dead around here, gentlemen and lady.
I agree.
Well, it looks like someone's not stealing them for the prize, but stealing them for food.
Indeed. Are we all prepared to meet this beast?
I have an idea to possibly draw
Absolutely.
this beast in.
Good idea. Can we create a trap?
Well, we could project a very tasty-looking sheep right in line of the sight, perhaps.
And
Are you going to turn yourself into a tasty-looking sheep?
Remember when you made my arm smell real bad? Can you use that to make the sheep smell good?
Real.
Yes, I can create a smell that will permeate far and wide.
Yeah.
Second question. Do we
Perfect.
have time to dig a small pit
What?
that we could put...
Smoke
Punji
some
sticks
sheep?
in.
what do you call
Well,
those
they-
things?
Punji
Pikes.
sticks.
And you can cover it.
Jeez.
Verlahana, can you
What
move
have-
earth or only water?
Only water. But
Perhaps-
if we're creating a pit trap, it's nighttime now. The creature or the person is going to be coming
true.
fairly soon.
Perhaps we should ask someone if we have time.
What, to do this?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, I'm not going to say don't do it. Sure. Do it,
It's
yeah.
probably going to take a while.
It'll take time, but you can take the time if you want. It's not a big deal. You just, it's interesting. I'm cool. I'm excited to see what happens. At the same time, digging a pit makes noise and attracts some attention.
Okay, how about this? What if we don't dig a pit, but we take a few pieces of the sharpened, broken fence?
Oh, it's a good idea, and we can disguise it. I can hide it. I can
As
block
if
it.
the sheep, with your enchanted sheep
Yes.
imagery, will disguise the spikes.
Well, I can only make one image at a time.
But we just have a few spikes, so that when it goes to grass
Within 5
or,
feet, I guess. Yeah.
or bite the
yes,
sheep.
bite the
If
sheep.
he
It
has
bites
a spare
the spikes.
table or something, we can stick nails and spikes
Fantastic
into it.
idea.
So why not? Good.
Mr. Hanks, you're a great thinker.
Thank you. I've read a lot of books.
I heard all of what you're saying. That sounds interesting, and I'm down to help. I have a lot of tools.
Oh, please, Mr. Farmer. Owen, is it?
Yeah.
Please, we would love your assistance.
Do you have any sharp sticks or metal stakes that we could put at the end of a sharp stick?
Or nails. Rusty nails.
You know what?
Tetanus.
I love this. Hell yeah. Sure. I got all those things. I run a very unsafe farm.
Perhaps we could also get a loop of rope that when they step next to the sheep, we can pull on it and it'll go around their leg.
Right. Good idea.
I have rope.
Okay. All right. I'm going to need a survival check for building the rope trap, and then I need a straight up intelligence check to who can build the trap. And Garrett, I think you can easily do it because you have artisan tools and you know how to use this stuff.
Yeah.
So the DC with those kind of tools for the trap. How about this? You roll with your flat dexterity modifier, and that will be the DC that.
Can he get advantage on that, either from us or from a farmer who would be good at that kind of carpentry stuff?
I'm gonna say because he's designing it, I'm gonna let him do it. He has
Use
a high.
your layers and liches.
You can apply either
knowledge.
intelligence or your dex to it.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, that's not terrible. DC 13.
DC 13. So it's a DC 13. This is the DC save on this trap, is what I'm gonna
That's
say.
fun.
Yeah. And for the survival check for this snare,
Yeah. Do I get advantage?
this is a survival check straight up, no advantage, because no one else, I don't think anyone else is proficient in survival.
20 altogether, not a natural 20.
20. So yours is going to be DC 20 to avoid the snare, and DC 13.
Oh, that was for the snare. Okay.
What are we going to attach it to if it's very strong and can break through a fence if one of us is holding on to it?
That's
Let's.
a very good point.
Oh my god, this is fucking insane.
I'm
Okay, I'm
gonna
very
send
excited.
Mr. Squeaks out with the intention of having him come out and warn me if something is coming.
Cool. So him popping back, you're in him, right? Or he
No,
is?
I'm not in
Okay.
him. No, he's just gonna come back and
Okay,
warn me.
so give me a perception check for his perception.
His perception, 17.
17. Cool, I love it.
Perceptive rat.
All right. So You've set up your trap. You have this table that has a bunch of stakes pointing out of it. You've illusioned it to look like a
sheep.
Look like a sheep and
And
smell
I've,
like a sheep.
A minor illusion, yes, and prestidigitation.
Minor illusion
Prestiditation
is
lasts
one of
for
your
an
level
hour.
spells.
I can do prestidigitation on it
Oh,
if it's a
cool.
concentration thing.
Oh, it's not. No.
Okay.
Minor illusion is just, I gotta do it every 1 minute.
Yeah. So I just need to know what your plan is.
Just wait until it comes, and then whether it falls in the trap or not, we go for it.
Open up on that
Okay.
sucker.
Yeah.
I think we try to trap
Reason
it.
with it.
And well,
Well, it depends what it is.
I'll schedule
I
a
guess.
meeting. I'll schedule a meeting.
Good.
bah.
More of that.
As you're making that noise, out
I'm not.
from
The illusion is.
out from the forest, you see this hulking large figure.
Uh-oh.
As you hear like
That's not good.
you see heading towards your direction, Mr. Squeaks runs back to alert you and is trying to race this thing as it's moving up, and it's this large creature, and you can all see that this is give me a nature check. This is just your knowledge, what your characters would know about this creature.
A 1.
18.
18? Is that the highest?
Yep, 9.
You see that this is a owl bear, a rather large, fierce owl bear. It's a monstrosity
All right.
as it's looking at the sheep.
So guys, it's an owl bear.
A stealth check from everybody.
Did you know that? It's 14.
18 for Tobin.
18.
Yeah.
Nice.
I rolled high.
8.
8. Cool. As it approaches and it walks over there. And do you have any plan aside from it's just when you see this? What's your plan right now? You see this.
Well,
you
we
have an
wait for it
instant
to
decide.
see if it triggers the trap.
Yeah. As it goes for it, you see it just like as it pounces on it. And as it realizes that the thing wasn't there, it's going to attempt a DC save to avoid the sticks. It's also going to attempt a save to avoid the snare at the same time, and we'll see what happens. Okay, it takes the full damage from the sticks.
Oh, yes.
Mark that. It doesn't avoid either. It misses, so it takes the full damage of the stick, which would be, it's multiple sticks stabbing into it. We're going to say that it is 2d6 it's going to take. Cool. It takes several points of damage. As it rears up in pain, as it looks around trying to identify what's going on, as it's caught in this snare, what do? Roll for initiative.
Attack it.
Slow on the drive.
Yeah, all of us were, I think.
Sucks.
Feller Hana, what'd you get?
12.
Tobin, what'd you get?
5.
5. Garrett, what'd you get?
10.
10. Cool. Mr. Hanks, what'd you get?
8.
8. And Mr. Squeaks, what did Mr. Squeaks get?
Oh, yes, that's right. He got a 4.
Cool. Fowler Hana, you're first to go. What would you like to do?
Schedule a meeting with it. Have a breakout. Chat. Learn its life story.
I'd like to go to a breakout room with it.
Yeah.
Go, right, we got it.
As it rears up in pain, yeah, what are you doing?
I'll shift myself over behind Tom Hanks. As I'm moving, I'll cast Mind Sliver on it. So it needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, I love it.
Owls
reach
are
into his mouth.
notoriously intelligent.
Yep.
But it's a bear. And they're notoriously stupid.
That's true.
Is it an owl? Is it a bear? It's an owl bear.
What's the
Oh, sorry.
what type? Sorry. Wisdom.
Intelligence saving
Intelligence. It got a 19.
throw. Oh, okay. Yep, so saved against that, but I'm moving
Yeah.
myself behind Tom.
As it can feel something trying to penetrate its mind, you can see it struggling as it's struggling in the binds that it's caught in a snare. It is now the owlbear's turn. You moved, right? That was your.
Yes.
Are you trying to be
shifting around
hidden
behind
while you
Tom
move?
Hanks.
Are you trying to remain hidden while you move?
Yes,
Give
sure.
me a stealth check.
A 13.
13. Cool. Thank you. The owl bear is going to attempt to break free from the snare.
Want to break free?
Yeah, you see it slashes directly at the rope, freeing itself as it uses the rest of its action to try and see if there's anything nearby. It notices Fowler Hana, it notices Garrett as well, as it looks at you both. As it rears up, its claws out, and it starts to charge towards you, Fowler Hana.
Uh-oh.
It had an action to break away, so hopefully it can't attack my face.
The hay bale explodes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not much for it to run straight through to the hay bale as it rips the hay bale apart, as it screeches at you with its aggression, and it can see all of you now in this moment. That is the end of its turn. And Mr. Hanks, can you give me a perception check? In fact, all of you can give me a perception check.
7.
A 4.
16.
Yeah.
2.
That too. The rest of you are just stunned at seeing this massive animal that could easily just tear you apart. You, Falorhana, for that brief instant, you can look at it, and something in its eyes, it's just bloodshot. There is no color left in its eyes completely. The eyes are black completely.
Does it smell rotten, perchance?
With that perception check, yeah, something smells messed up about it. Similar smell. Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It is Garrett's turn. Garrett, what would you like to do?
Cry, scream,
Yep.
piss pants.
Hey, what happened to my hay bale?
It exploded.
Yeah, tore through it.
Garrett gives a war cry and runs around his hay bale.
Yeah.
And then moves up to engage the owlbear. As he is moving, though, he senses the danger of this, and a little thing pops out and gives him a little injection into his neck, and he's essentially casting false life on himself to give myself some extra temporary hit points. Come on, baby. There we go. 7 temp hit points.
Oh, hell yeah. Amazing. It is Mr. Hanks' turn. Mr. Hanks, what would you like to do? Mr. Hanks.
Yes, I am in a rage.
Hell yeah.
A rage. This owlbear has tickled and frightened me so that I suddenly find myself, oh God! And then I rage out and I clutch my axe.
Yes.
And I recklessly attack this son of a bee.
Go for it.
So, 18.
Yeah.
18 hits.
And then, sweet little D12.
That one?
Suspicious. 12. It's 12.
12 damage?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Take that, you foul beast.
As your axe just slams into it, you feel as it just goes into the flesh of this owl bear, it just sinks into it. But it does that full damage, but there's something wrong with this owl bear. It should react, animals should react with pain and aggression as it hits. It just kind of looks at you as it turns its head a little bit, like an owl can, but it just kind of turns and focuses in on you. It doesn't even seem to flinch when you hit, but you know you did that damage. You know you hacked into it.
Guys, this thing is really weird.
It's undead. I'm right behind you. It's undead.
Tobin, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna peek around the hay bale, wave my wand, and fling my hand a firebolt.
Heck yeah.
El Bile. A 17 to hit.
17 to hit, 17 hits, yeah.
Alrighty. 10 damage.
10 damage, yeah.
And then I stealthily sneak back behind the hay bale
Awesome.
to get out of sight.
Wonderful. It's Mr. Squeak's turn. What would you like Mr. Squeaks to do?
I would like Mr. Squeaks to hide
Okay, roll for him to hide. Stealth.
a ways away. He got a 10.
Cool. Awesome.
I want him to hide off back towards the farm.
The owlbear, as it runs off and hides, it's the owlbear's turn. The owlbear turns and looks. It's still focused on Mr. Hanks. It's going to make its attacks at Mr. Hanks.
Perfect.
As it screeches, it's going to attack with advantage, right? Because you recklessly did it, or no? You just raged.
I did it recklessly.
Yeah, so it has advantage over that is a 24 to hit.
That's a definite hit.
Okay, it's going to attack again.
It's twice my armor class, so.
That is a 19 to hit.
That is also a
With its claws.
crockaroo.
Second claw attack. That is another 24 to hit.
That is also a hit.
All three strike
hits.
true.
Oh.
You are raging, so these are all going to be half damage.
Exactly 3 groans. 1 for each claw. Oh, yeah. He's rolling a lot of dice. He's going to hurt. But only half as much because you're raging.
Yeah. You'll only be half dead.
As it focuses all of its rage and anger at you, it would have dealt to a normal person who wasn't raging 34 points of damage. It deals 17 points at
my
you
God.
as it just claws and strikes at you.
That would have been like permanently dead.
Yeah.
Oh man, that hurts. Still have 8 left.
Oh my
I need-
god.
Oh my god.
I need you all to do a wisdom save.
Am I looking at it?
Shit.
I assume so. Did you hide back?
I'm hiding behind the hay
okay,
bale.
cool. You're not looking at it.
Oh no. 10.
Yep. Falahana,
16.
what'd you get?
20.
All right, so Garrett, you watch as it hits, strikes Mr. Hanks as it's just tearing at him in a frenzy. And then what it does is it just flips its head, turns to look at you, then flips its head all the way around
Whoa.
and turns to look back at Mr. Hanks as its focus still in on him. And that the sheer insanity of seeing this creature do a 360 turn, you now have the frightened condition as you're freaked out by this thing.
Guys, I just peed a little.
So you need to use your turn to actively go away from it, or you can't willingly
Or
come to it.
disadvantage to
or
attack.
disadvantage to attack. Exactly. All right. It's actually your turn, Garrett. Oh, no, sorry. Falorhana, you were supposed to go first. That was my fault. You were supposed to go first.
Oh, okay.
Still going to get these attacks in, but we'll just swap for this case.
All right, I will again, if I can move a bit further away from it,
Yeah.
back this way, and again, just mind sliver
Go for it.
Are you going towards me or towards Garrett?
towards the farm.
Just I see.
Yeah.
Shifting away. But yeah, intelligence saving throw for it again.
Cool. It got a 16.
God damn, this thing's fairly
Smart
smart.
owlbear.
Damn.
As
Okay.
as that spell shoots out and tries to strike it, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It seems to kind of look at you, and it starts to notice you as well.
Okay. It's got some magic animating it. Can I do a perception check looking out towards the woods to see if I can detect
Give me a
anything?
perception check, yeah.
An 18.
Okay. With an 18, you don't see anything beyond that area, but you do notice that you can see clearly something is animating this thing.
Oh,
You can feel that. You can see it, you're 100% sure.
There must be a spellcaster nearby controlling it, a necromancer or something. We have to kill it.
On it. I'll seek it out.
Garrett, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
So,
At the end of your turn, you can do the save again.
okay, great. Well, I'm just going to attempt to attack it.
Mhm.
I don't think moving away from it is a
Sure.
wise decision.
So it's at disadvantage.
That's fine.
Yeah.
An 11.
11 misses as you try and swipe at it with your dagger. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Try and swipe with your dagger, but the terror of this thing is just shaking you, and you can't seem to hit it.
Can I make a saving throw?
Yes. What'd you get?
Shit! Natural 1.
Yeah, no, you don't save. You're still
You're
afraid.
even more
of it.
afraid.
It is Mr. Hanks' turn. Mr. Hanks, you're being attacked.
So a potion can be a
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
Yes.
Can I start with that?
Sure.
Okay, then I will potion it up.
Okay. That's 2d4 plus 2.
It's a 1 and a 2.
D4s are the worst.
5 points of healing.
Oh, great. That's probably going to do a lot. Hey, guys, get ready to try and bring me back to life. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to try to attack with my mighty great axe. What is it? Plus
5.
5. That's right. So 12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, damn.
Well, then, I guess I'll just stand there and take it like a man.
You can try and get out of its range if you want. You'll get a free attack, but if you get out of its range, it might attack someone else.
Listen,
Play it that way.
I'm here for one purpose, and that's to get punched in the face.
Fair enough.
If
You are doing.
it
admirably.
only gets one, it doesn't get all 3 attacks, right?
Mhm.
That's
But-
okay.
Okay.
I'll
It
take my
is
chances.
Tobin, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to pop out again and cast El Pile and
Yeah.
shoot a dart at Firebolt. Oh, fuck's sake. A natural 1.
Natural 1.
Wow.
So-
2 91s in a row.
Roll D100. Okay.
You explode.
You combust.
It's a lot of dice. Ben, you can't just keep rolling till you get one that you like.
He's the DM. He can do what he wants, man.
It's going to be just for this round, but what happens is you suffer 3 points of damage as you try and use your hand. Some part of it just kind of snaps part of your tendon just a little bit in your hand. It hurts, and you're going to roll for disadvantage on the next round. And as that happens, the arcane focus that you're holding launches forward from you, and you have to recover it. It's now by the owlbear's feet.
Oh no. I can't cast spells without it.
No, unless you have the components readily available. You need to get it back.
What if they don't require any components?
Then you can cast it, yeah.
Okay. Oh, the
believe so.
wand. I'm gonna stealthily take a step back behind the hay bale
Cool.
and hide. 18.
Awesome. It's Mr. Squeaks' turn, still hiding, I assume?
Mr. Squeaks, get the wand.
Okay.
MVP.
Mr. Squeaks to save the day.
Mr. Squeaks has the range to do it.
5, 10, 15, 20. No, he doesn't.
No, he can take a dash, no?
Oh, he can, yeah. Grabs it and very stealthily.
Roll for yourself.
Hopefully this thing spends its opportunity attacking the rat.
A 15.
Just gonna see its passive perception against it.
Squeaks, no.
It makes it against the passive perception. It doesn't seem to notice.
And it
the-
grabs the wand,
rat.
runs back towards me, runs up my arm, and lays
Awesome.
the wand back in my hand and crawls into my jacket.
Well done. Good use of the
I
familiar.
give him a pat, Mr. Squeaks. Nicely done.
Heck yeah. It is Fellerhana's turn. Fellerhana, what would you like to do?
Alrighty. I will cast Dissonant Whispers.
Mm-hmm.
So a wisdom saving throw for it.
And what is the consequences of it?
If it fails, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed as possible away from me. If it doesn't, if it does make the save, it takes half the damage, but doesn't have to move away.
Okay.
How's a wise, man?
It got
It's
a
undead.
7.
Well, that just looks like he's gonna be running away now, isn't it? So that's 10 psychic damage as I cast Dissonant Whispers on its mind and compel it to run away with a little ditty that everyone can join in on.
Oh.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, snap their hands, clap, snap. If you're murderous and you know it, and you really want them to know it, if you're happy and you know it, teach them pain, snap, crack.
Awesome. Okay, yeah.
So that's 10 psychic damage onto
Ooh,
it.
it is not looking too good.
Good. And yes, so it has to use its reaction to move its full speed away.
How far is that?
It moves 40 feet away from you.
It runs into the trees.
That's amazing. Yeah, as it freaks out and it just races off.
I'll move up to Hanks, and if possible, is it all right to hand over a potion to him?
Yes, that's an object interaction. That's fine.
You could shove it down his throat.
Hand over a potion to him. Say, get ready to either chase that thing or get ready for it to charge again.
Thank you.
It is the owlbear's turn as the owlbear immediately shakes it off and charges back full speed to attack all the way. So it's full speed, and
Me?
it's
Or Bear
it's
was before?
now up to it's next to Garrett and you in both cases.
Same spot as it was
Yeah,
before.
because it's using its full speed all the way
Yeah.
back.
Mr. Hanks
Okay.
and Garrett.
It is going to.
Oh, God.
So I'm gonna roll a
I
d6.
didn't realize it went straight after me.
Yeah.
We could get some ranged
Run
attacks.
away and then
attack
charge
you.
back.
Oh,
It's gonna attack Garrett.
great.
All right.
That is a 7 to hit. That is a 14 to hit.
No.
14 to hit
I
does
got
not
a
hit.
shield.
Amazing.
Ting.
Wonderful. As Garrett, it is your turn.
Garrett. Yeah, Garrett's gonna attempt to hit it again.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? He's going to reach out and attempt to shock it, I think.
Yeah.
A bit of the old shocking grasp. Nope.
Misses?
Yeah, I'm not going to bother rolling.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
second
fair
one.
enough. Yeah,
Unless
as you
it's a
attempt to
natural
miss.
one,
Yeah.
I should roll that just in case it is. No. Second roll is a fucking 19.
19. All right.
bitch.
As you miss, as it's clawing at you, there's just something still terrifying. You can try and save out of this.
Oh, gee, not another fucking 19, is it?
No, unfortunately
Bullshit.
not. As you're still frightened and terrified of this thing, it is Mr. Hanks' turn. Mr. Hanks, what would you like to do?
I'd like to chug-a-lug that potion.
Go for it.
It's 2d4s, right?
Yep.
5 total.
So 7 plus 2.
Hooray!
7 points of healing back.
I'll enjoy those 7 points. Tastes good.
And you have an action. What would you like to do?
I'd like to attack this son of a beast.
Go for it.
Recklessly.
Recklessly.
All right, yeah. Go for it.
A 15.
That hits. Go for it.
That is 9.
9 points of damage total. Amazing. Yeah. As you come in and you hack straight down, it is not looking good at all. It is barely holding on as your axe just kind of gleams in the moonlight with this black ichor, this black kind of stuff that comes out of it that isn't quite blood.
Gross.
Same smell as what was there before. Yeah, it's gross. You hear this like squish as you pull it out. It is.
Barbarian's a germaphobe. Icky.
It is. Yeah, Tobin's turn. Sorry, it's Tobin's turn.
All right, well, he's not looking too good, so I guess I'll try the same thing instead of,
Fool me once.
Well, I'm going to get you with this dart. So I sneak around again and with my hand, El Pile, cast a fire.
At disadvantage because you hurt your hand for this turn. Remember, for this turn.
Ouch.
That's the crit fumble.
Wow, that's a shame. Critical. A 21.
21
Disadvantage.
hits for sure.
Alrighty, and that is 5 damage.
5 damage. Yeah, it's barely hanging on now.
And then
as
I,
it's just being charred and hacked at.
Tuck back in.
Amazing. Mr. Squeaks, what would
I'm
Mr.
going to send Mr. Squeaks to dash into the forest and tell him to look out for another spellcaster.
Okay, give me a perception check for Mr. Squeaks.
17.
Mr. Squeaks doesn't seem to signal anything to you. It doesn't come back to you immediately.
Keep
And
looking.
it is
You gotta
Fowler
be out
Hanna's
there.
turn. Fowler Hanna, what would you like to do?
All right. It's looking pretty badly.
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
Mr. Squeaks hasn't detected anything now.
Not yet. He's only 40 feet away, though.
Okay. All right. Let's do a little bit of mind sliver. Intelligence saving throw from it.
That's a 10.
Ooh. Alrighty then. So that is 6 psychic damage,
Nice.
and
Nice.
it subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes.
Give me a perception check
Alright.
while you do that because you're so focused on it.
A 12.
You think with another hit you could probably bring this thing down.
One more hit, it'll be down. Get ready to chase whatever's controlling it, though.
As you call that out and it recognizes your voice to the voice that was singing to it, it's going to brush past Mr. Hank. It's still within, it hasn't left Mr. Hank's threatened area. It does leave Garrett's threatened area, so Garrett gets a hit at it. At disadvantage.
Disadvantage, though,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I'm going to use my Warcaster feat, and I'm going to use Shocking Grasp for this opportunity attack.
Go for it.
Okay, so that first roll was a 14, and the second roll is, a 15.
It hits.
So 19 as
Hits
it's going
for sure.
past me. I just like...
Nice.
And let's see if there's any damage. Let's try. Oh, you son of a 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage.
Yeah. I also choose to rage.
As you
character.
shock it, you see as it's just it starts charging forward to try and push past Mr. Hanks to attack Falorhana, and just shocks it as it just slumps to the ground, down.
Thanks, Ben. You're making me feel useful.
Thank you, Garrett. We need to run into the
Then
forest.
you hear this click, click, as its neck seems to turn back to look at you, and it, as it plants its claws into the ground, it stands back up.
Oh God, it's
And
back.
it continues its attack.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
It was down. You saw it went down. It came back up
Oh, boy.
as it races forward to attack Falorhana.
Bugger.
It was down for sure, you know, but it didn't stay down.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
That is a 21 to hit.
Oh God.
That is a 13 to hit.
Okay, on that, I'll cast Shield to give a +5 to my AC, so that one misses.
Sure. Nice. It deals 7 points of piercing damage as its beak just snaps into your shoulder.
It nearly kills me.
oh, God.
As it just, and at this point, it is not screeching at all. It is silent as it stares at you. It is
I'm not gaining any confidence in these
Garrett's
battles.
turn. Garrett, what would you like to do?
I need this thing to make a strength saving throw. This insanely strong creature to make a strength saving throw, please.
A 16.
Yep, it's fun.
Anything else are you going to do?
Nope, that's all I can do. It
He can't move
succeeded,
towards it.
so
It's
that's it.
frightening.
You can now roll to try and overcome your frightened condition.
Sure. Actually, I'm going to move back a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
What is it? Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom.
Fucking 10.
Close, but unfortunately not. As you move back, that is now Mr. Hanks' turn. Mr. Hanks, next to you, Falorhana is being attacked. It doesn't look that good. It's been hacked
All
apart.
right,
Its
I'm gonna-
shoulder is like hanging halfway, but it's
Gross.
still moving.
Hey, you ugly scumbag.
As it like clicks and
Yeah,
looks
look
you.
at me. Look at me, you piece of trash. You want a piece of something? Come take a bite out of this and see if you can handle what you chew.
Okay,
And then I attack recklessly.
go for it.
23,
23 hits for sure. Roll your damage.
12.
12. As you slam your axe straight down, it just pierces into the top of its skull and it is down on the ground. Give me 1 sec.
Right.
And it doesn't move.
Yeah, you
On
better
its
not.
turn, and it will. Are we still in combat?
You are out of combat for the moment as you've killed this thing.
Hannah, get away!
Shifting away.
Do
keeping
I
an eye
still
on the
feel
tree line.
scared?
I need you to do the save one more time.
One more time. I'm gonna natural one.
You can't seem to shake that fear.
I'm gonna. I
You can
can't
close your
move
eyes as you.
closer.
Yeah, but
Hannah, come to me!
it is down on the ground though.
If I have a torch, try to burn the corpse.
Okay, yeah. As
Well, do we not want to burn it if this thing's going to keep coming back?
No, it's probably best to burn it.
Burn it.
Well, come to me. I'm just gonna cure
Link
cure
to
wounds
the
you.
farmer and say, we've killed it.
Awesome.
If I can link to him.
yeah. Oh, thanks. Kill what?
Undead owlbear, come up and have a quick look. We're about to burn the body.
What?
8 points of healing to you.
I'm gonna jump into
Awesome.
Mr. Squeaks and keep continuing to explore.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I got the night visions. I'll like move into the forest.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're handling that and burning the body or whatever. I'm moving in, listening.
Mr. Hanks?
Yes.
Nice.
And we high five.
Oh, no, I can't. Damn it. Stupid no spell
Falorhana,
slots.
give me an intelligence saving throw.
That would normally be very good. In this case, that's a 13.
Wow, that is just enough. As when you strike that match and everyone starts to fan out to look for this spellcaster, as you strike the match and the torch is lit, you can see on the beak of this owlbear It looks like a normal beak. It looks like just like the undead, same as all of it. But for some reason, for that brief second when you strike that match, you can see that there's this shimmering force that is covering that beak, and you can see through it for a briefest of second. And you see this sigil that seems to be carved into the beak. Give me an Arcana check, actually, when you see it.
Sure.
It's a likelihood you could.
Arcana 9.
9. There's something connected to summoning. Something connected to that book that may be connected to the runes, like you might have seen a little bit, and different kind of symbols that you had leafed through before you handed it to Tobin a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that this is a magical, ornate, arcane symbol on it.
While setting fire to the feathers of the thing,
Mm-hmm.
just on the ground next to it, I'll dig my finger in and I'm just going to sketch out the symbol so I remember it. Telepathic link to Tobin of saw a rune on this creature. Magic user might be controlling other beasts with this. Be careful.
As you carve that in, and you see the corpse lying down there, as you're leaning in to put the torch there, you're confronted with what appears to be this like odd humanoid face that's beneath the owlbear, crouched below. Looks like it's gaunt as it kind of stares at you with hollow eyes, as it looks at you, as it's trying to hide, but your passive perception that close, and the fact that you beat the intelligence save that's there, it thinks that you haven't seen it for the briefest of a second until you lock eyes with it in that moment.
Can I deception to like look like I'm looking past it kind of thing?
Yeah, give me that. Give me a deception check.
Sorry, I'm confused. Is this thing actually there, or is this like a shimmering vision sort of thing?
Fellerhana can see something there. Yeah.
No, yeah, but I'm just...
Deception
I
9.
don't understand.
In that moment, you make it look like, so you look over to the side, right? You're like, da-da-da-da, you're looking away.
I was just, okay, I've burnt it now, let's...
It attacks you.
So it is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
With it. You wouldn't have known until, like...
No, this was Tom asking,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Garrett
Yeah, yeah.
asking.
It attacks you with
this
this tendril of its hand as it whips out across, and it attacks you for a crit.
I'm going to move up. Tobin, where were you? Did you move at all?
No, I haven't moved. I'm in the rat. Missing my
Alright.
squeaks.
I'm in the forest. And Hannah is in the grave now,
Yep.
I believe.
Pretty much.
Oh God.
Sounds about right.
Every fight, I lose my sister.
Yep.
18 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
Is that your full
Are you
health?
okay?
I am down.
Is that your full?
Did you
You're
put
dead.
18 and press
I'm
damage?
down. So 10 is my health points.
You're rolling death saves as you are knocked unconscious.
Did the torch light it on fire
Ooh, that's a good question.
as she fell?
Yeah, it starts to light the owlbear on fire.
Great.
Of course,
It-
fellow Hana is laying right next to the
It doesn't-
owlbear.
It doesn't seem so scary now, right?
Well, no, now it's on fire.
It's certainly not scary. I'm not scared of it. I don't know about the rest of you.
As this creature comes out from
I'm really
inside
far
there,
away.
Mr. Hanks, everyone else, Fellerhana, as it lashes out at you, there is a moment you hear a thud. I think everyone can hear a thud, whether or not that attracts you back to check out what's going on.
that
Mr.
sounds
Hanks,
like a
you can
body.
see what's happening. Next up is Garrett. Garrett, what would you like to do?
Did I hear this happen?
You heard a thud back behind you, and then the foof whoosh as the
I've heard
owlbear-
Falahana fall down and die so many times.
Give me a
Yep.
perception
It sounds
check.
exactly
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. My perception's like 7.
It's something happened behind you that was weird.
I turn around.
Yeah, you see Fellerhana unconscious on the ground.
Am I still under this fear effect?
You are still under the sphere effect, yeah.
I don't feel like I am. I'm not scared anymore. I've faced my fears, my childhood
You had a
fears.
nat 1 on the last fear save, right?
Well, I'd like to... Can I ready an action for if I'm unfeared, I'd like to move towards it.
Sure, yeah.
Dash towards it, should I say. Oh! No, that's not going to be enough. 9.
9
This
As
is
this
fucking
creature
bullshit!
is up there. It is now Mr. Hanks' turn. Mr. Hanks, what would you like to do?
I would like to chop this wretched little beast.
Go for it.
Okay. I will also do that recklessly, by the way.
24.
24 hits.
And that'll be 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage as you hack at this thing. It's made out of some kind of like ethereal like wisp of, as you're kind of hacking into it, you are chopping into something, but it's not as deep as you'd like. What was it? 20? It was
14.
14? Yeah, gotcha. It is Tobin's turn. Tobin, what would you like to do?
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I'm familiar, I'm in the rat until the start of my next turn. But has it been a turn with me searching while she did that?
No, this is all happening on the same initiative round that I've been going off
Right.
of.
Well,
Yeah.
then I hear the thud and I turn back as Mr. Squeaks.
Awesome.
What do I see as Mr. Squeaks?
you see Falorhana in the distance, in the far distance. You're a small rat, so it's hard to see through all this stuff. You see like a flame burst up, and you hear people fighting again. You know immediately you need to go back.
Pop back into Tobin.
Awesome.
And I see Falorhana down.
Yeah.
And I run to her. As a bonus action, can I feed her a potion?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, feed her a potion.
Awesome.
I hate D4s. All right, not too bad this time.
I like your D4.
7, 9 hit points back.
Ooh,
Dun,
awesome.
dun, dun,
It is Falorhana's turn. Falorhana, what would you like to do?
I gotcha.
I know, Tobin. Looking up at this thing, I'll stand up and run the fuck away. I will magic missile.
Awesome. Go for it.
All right, so that is 12 force damage on it.
Oh, heck
Spring
yeah.
up and like
Nice.
It's not looking too good as it impacts as they impact on this creature.
smash that fucker. Yep, and just be ready for whatever it throws at me next.
I need you to do an intelligence save again.
Alrighty. That is a 14.
You make it as you see it's trying to cast a spell on it, but it doesn't seem to work, and you can perceive straight through it. You do, for the briefest of seconds, see that it started to look like Tobin in that briefest second, as it was going to create some form of an illusion for you, but you can see straight through it in this moment and see through the bullshit.
I know who my brother is.
Garrett, it is your
Behind
turn.
Falorhana, I cast an illusion to look like this creature.
Yeah.
Who do I shoot?
Same thing. So I'm gonna hold my action until I
Go for it.
fail this saving throw again. 18.
You succeed. You shake off the fear.
I double move all the
Yeah.
way up to it.
Awesome. Wonderful. It is Mr. Hank's turn. Mr. Hanks, what would you like to do?
So this owl bear is on fire.
Yes.
Can I kick this creature into the fire?
Yeah, you can try a shove to make it go into the fire, yeah.
Can I do that recklessly?
Yeah, but you have advantage, I think, for strength checks, yeah.
Because you're raging.
Okay. I would like to try that, please.
Go for it.
Is this creature separate from the owlbear?
Yes. Totally separate. It's like a spirit hovering above it.
Oh.
That would be 13.
It got a 9. As you shove it 5 feet into the flames, it's gonna
Feel the
take that
burn.
damage when it starts its turn immediately. Amazing. Wonderful. It is Tobin's turn. Tobin, what would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Firebolt Elbile at him.
Yeah.
I shake off my hand a little bit. Now it feels nice. Back to the good old self. And I get a 22 to hit.
22 hits for sure.
And with a Firebolt, it deals 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage, and you see it strikes true as it just impacts the creature. As now it's on fire and on fire. All the fire. Amazing.
It's still alive.
Yeah, it's still alive.
Be careful.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
Mr. Squeaks, what's Mr. Squeaks doing?
Mr. Squeaks is going to start running back. It's
Gotcha.
going to dash back.
Amazing. Falorhana, it's your turn.
If it's moved 5 feet, am I disengaged from it? Am I out of its threat range?
Yes, you are currently.
All right, with Tobin, shift back a few more steps as I will cast Witch Bolt.
Go for it.
This is using my sorcery points. It's a 13 to hit.
Unfortunately, it does not hit
Damn.
as you try and cast that spell.
Well, poo. So I go, oh, it'll help Tobin.
It is its turn. It's going to take the damage from before. Nice additional damage from being in the fire. It looks around and it is going to do a.
I swear to God, if you frighten me again, I will actually rage.
It's going to attack Mr. Hanks.
That's fine.
That's
Bring it
fine.
on, pancake.
Wait, what kind of damage does this fucking thing do?
We're about to find out.
18 to hit.
Oh, that's a big hit-a-root.
15 necrotic damage as it strikes you.
Not half?
Nope.
Not
That's
half
full
necrotic damage.
What? Oh.
And this is actually for both of you, Falorhana as well. Give me 1 sec. I have to do one for both of you. Falorhana, your max hit points currently are 1 lower.
Ouch.
And for you,
Good.
Mr.
Back to
Hanks, your
single
max
digits.
hit points now are 3 lower.
That's literally the last thing you need, Hamish.
Yep. Back to single digits.
10 is your max?
Yep. Sorceress, we're squishy.
It is Garrett's turn. Garrett, what would you like to do?
I stab it.
Go for it.
Okay, just be calm. I miss with a 9.
As you miss and try and stab at it, it is still up.
Yeah, well, eat a butt.
Mr. Hanks, it is your turn. I'm going to roll a... Are you still up?
It's still on fire, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
hasn't moved from there.
Oh, yeah. I'm up. I'm up
You're
big time.
Go for it, man. Hell yeah.
Well, since it's in the fire, can I chop it while it's on fire?
Yes, go for it.
May I do that recklessly?
Yes, you can.
Okay. 23?
23 hits, yeah.
8.
8 damage as you slice. You seem to slice exactly through it, lopping off its head as it just... There's this flash of energy as it seems to blink out of existence in that moment as you hear this horrible wail as it leaves the body, the charred corpse there.
Come back here and I'll chop you to death again.
And you are now out of combat.
What just happened? What was that?
Okay, looks to me like Old Man Winters was... No, it was, I think a ghost possessing the owlbear creature.
Maybe. Can we do like a check to try and understand what the shit that was?
So yeah, you've had a few seconds of it kind of burning. You can do an Arcana check or a nature check or a history check. What would you like to do?
Yeah.
I'll point out the symbol that was carved on the beak.
I get a 17.
A 17 for which?
Arcana.
This sigil is a form of summoning. It's tied to a summoning spell. It's a form of possession and summoning.
Well, I want to take out a piece of paper and draw the symbol.
Yeah.
And then I see, so I can take it back.
This as one of the... Because you're researching, trying to understand summoning spells from earlier. You didn't have a book on summoning spells, but you did have a book on sigils and different kind of runes. So this makes... It's connected a little bit. You don't know the exact spell that was used for this, but you do know that it's a form of possession and or summoning.
Did we already check the woods?
No.
We got a little ways into it when we turn back. But I think this was the guy that was possessing it, maybe.
Out of interest, how close would we be to the dig? The archaeological dig, the Circle of Peace.
It's further into the forest on the other side
on the
of
other
the
side.
road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to do a nature check.
Sure.
20 dirty.
It's tough because you're burning the corpse of this creature as you speak. But with a 20, because that is high, you know that this owlbear died approximately somewhere between 2 to 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
How long has Owen said his sheep have gone missing?
He said for like at least a week now.
This might not be the only one. If it's only been dead for a few days.
Well, it could be if these things are undead, they rot, right? If they rot away and are not useful to this spectre creature anymore, it might possess whatever it needs to continue this path of vengeance.
I mean, we could search the forest in this area maybe in the morning when it's better light to see if we can find any carcasses. It's a good idea.
If we know some sort of magic's involved, if we can track it through its magic use, if you can detect magic, can you, Garrett?
Probably. Right now, no.
No, I'm pretty tapped right now.
Tomorrow, yes.
Baker comes up at that time, Farmer Baker, and he comes up. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. So this was the thing that was attacking my sheep?
Probably.
Oh, does that mean my sheep are gone?
I believe your sheep have probably been eaten by this monster.
But we're going to come back tomorrow and check the woods.
Oh. Well, I still feel like you did what you said, and they're right about you. You definitely you care, and you help me, and I'm gonna. If you'll accompany back to the house, I'll grab the gold and I'll hand it to you.
Mr. Baker, I don't know if we can take your life savings.
I mean,
Not all of it, anyway.
We're not mercenaries for hire. We're here to make the town better. We're here to help, and I think if you keep that gold, it's gonna help you.
I mean, but I'm sure it put you out to do this. You're not just gonna do it for nothing, right?
Well, what do you say you win that competition? You can give us some gold to help replenish our health potions.
Sure. Yeah, that's a fair deal.
In the meantime, as we said, we are interested in pursuing this further. You wouldn't know any stories of hauntings, of ghost-like creatures in these woods, anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
Are you the only person who suffered the loss of livestock, or have other people around here suffered as you?
I'm the only one that's posted anything about it, but it's possible other people have lost things too.
Tell you what, another thing you could do to help us is simply spread the word of what we've done tonight to fellow farmers. If they need help, if they have any information, to come forward and tell us.
The Neighborhood Watch. I'll tell them all about it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Bye.
We'll see you in the morning.
So what do you do? Are you heading back, I assume, to your respective homes, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Heading back to the town, yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely. No, I need to sleep it off, all that fear that's still coursing through
Time
my
to take a
veins.
long rest.
Yeah.
I'll be
Literally.
walking on cloud 9 on the way back, just because he thanked us.
Yeah.
Like, well done, everyone. Fantastic job. That was very successful and unexpected. Undead. That's new. It's crazy.
Yeah. Garrett's a bit bummed.
What's got you down, Garrett?
Well, I didn't feel like I was any good in that fight. Like, last few fights, I was doing really good, but then I just sucked in that one.
There's going to be fights where we don't do our best, but every fight we walk away from is a victory. And we're getting stronger. I feel like we're learning in small ways from every encounter we have. I see
That's
great
true.
strength in you, and it comes out more and more from every battle we survive.
Oh,
Some would
thanks,
say
huh?
we're gaining experience.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the point.
Hmm.
All
Wow.
right. Well, yeah. Thanks, guys. Wise words.
Is this something we should notify Leo about? Undead, hobgoblins, assassin guilds? Crazy things are happening in this town, and we're just a neighborhood watch.
Yes, but the town watch is not going to have any interest in this. They've shown none so far.
No,
Yeah, the farmer said they didn't even care. They haven't even come to help.
but if they know that it's undead, that's quite unusual.
It is. I can mention it to him, but the town watch is unfortunately quite restricted to the town.
That's true.
I thought we were restricted to the neighborhood, but we're going far and wide.
Hey, it's all our neighborhood,
Yeah.
right? But honestly, after everything we've seen about this town watch, I don't think they need to know any of this. That wouldn't help anyway. They would have taken his money, you know?
That's true.
As I said, you're learning from these experiences, Garrett.
Yeah.
Seem to look out for the greater good.
Who? Us or them?
No, them.
No, they don't.
They're not looking out for it at all. They're looking out to cover themselves.
All that silver that was going to go and help so many people, change so many lives, and like they just stormed in there and took it, arrested a bunch of people. You know, they had a lot of time to help this farmer. You know, they're more interested in pulling out swords to threaten people.
You're right. We should find out from Leo who told them about the silver. Who was the informant?
I'll investigate.
We gotta watch our backs.
Yeah.
You head back to your homes, having achieved this. It's a great feeling. Garrett, there's some worry about what's happening to your mom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
There's also kind of confusion about what's going on in the town. What is this sigil? What are these markers? But you do get a good night's sleep, for lack of a better word. In the morning, when you're getting up and getting ready and doing stuff, your husband's already gone in the morning. You're not sure if he came that night or not. As you're heading to the shop the next morning, there is a large group gathered in the town square.
There was no sort of festival thing or any kind of town council announcement scheduled for today?
Not as far as you're aware, no.
Telepathic link to the group. Hey, something going on in the town square? But I will see what's going on. I'll be at the town square.
You see your husband there in the town square, and you can see that the statue of Rowan Brightmore has been literally defaced, as someone has chopped his face off of the statue. And below it, in that ink that you had seen before, this anti-magic ink, is written that the Hallows will rise. A lot of the wealthy people are chatting with each other as the town watcher is starting to push people away, saying, all right, we'll get this cleaned up. No worries. As they kind of push people away.
Message to Leo. They kicked the hornet's nest down at that tavern, didn't they?
Well, what are you going to do? I mean, the mine pays for this town.
Right. Have you followed up with whoever gave you the tip? Because they might be about to be lynched.
They're not going to be lynched. They're in the jail.
Who is it?
Some kid. We found him. We got him to talk. Wasn't hard to find. He was chatting about how, he did a good job. He helped out some people. He was throwing some silver around on his way up to Whiteborn. I mean, we even checked with the people that we locked up the Gray Hands, and they admitted to it. They said that the kid, he knew about it. He'll be tried.
They're going to try a kid who gave away money.
He's not a kid. I mean, he's almost 20 at
He's
least.
a person of the lower Hallows, and they just busted a tavern to take back the money. This is going to bite back hard, as we've just seen.
It's not my call.
I know it isn't, but just be careful.
Yeah. Well, we have to get on with this.
Of course. Good luck.
Figure out who did this.
So much for celebrating the town's union.
Wait, are we there?
You guys are heading over there,
I
I'm
will
assuming,
message
yeah.
you. I'll message you all and
No, you don't have to.
catch you up on what happened.
Yeah, I guess the shop.
It looks like Willow was captured on his way out of the town,
What?
Was it Willowcrack?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
and he unfortunately gave up where he had distributed the silver to the tavern, and the Grey Hands also helped throw the rest of the lower Hallows under the bus.
What's going to happen to him?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Hanks, do you want me to speak to him?
I want to know what's going to happen to Willow.
I'll have words with him. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Can I telepathically link to Willow?
Yeah.
More meetings. Willow?
What? What's going on?
Oh,
Hey,
stupid.
you don't need to speak. Don't need to speak. Just
God?
think. No. Hello.
Shut up, everyone. God's talking to me.
Disconnect. I'll wait for a more subtle time to connect with him. Oh dear.
as news of this, maybe Hannah said it, maybe word just spread throughout the day or something. Garrett feels like a bit of a sense of pride, almost a bit of elation, hearing that this message that was sent to these higher ups. People think they're better than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird walking around town this day when you're going about your work. It's really tough to tell if you're in the Bright Gardens who's really wealthy and who just is hanging out, who's middle class, who's not. There's a lot of stress. You're seeing more town watch placed around the town. More people are being kind of observed. There's a lot of tension. At the same time, for you, Mr. Hanks, and those of you who go down to the lower Hallows, there's a little bit of sharpness to everyone there, a little bit of that kind of pride. Yeah, some people are happy, some people are upset. They think this is just going to cause trouble. Word of the theft of the money or the recovery of the money has reached every place because people are just already talking. You heard that, Mr. Hanks, earlier. People are talking about this money going to poor families and things like that. People are wondering who ratted it out, and no one seems to know that there was anyone else at this point from what you get. Is there anything anyone wants to do on this day? Just go to work?
Like a random day?
Yeah.
I
I thought you were going to head back to the farmer or no?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that today?
Yeah.
I guess. Well, I don't know. I think maybe the farmer's okay. He'll let us know if there's something that goes wrong.
That's true.
If you're all busy with your
I got
job things,
Yeah, some of us have to work.
Yeah.
Hannah.
I'm very happy. I can pop over to visit the farmer.
Please be careful.
Yep. What's the worst that could possibly happen?
Oh, geez.
I just want to find out what the process is here for Willow. What's the outcome? What's going to happen?
So the law is clear. He's not many people know that he's arrested. So the law is clear. He stole thousands of pieces worth of silver, according to this. At the very least, he's the one that they're blaming for this. He was running around with money, no matter what he did with it. And the fact that they got the information of where it is might be somewhat lenient, but he's looking at a lot of time.
Like decades?
Could be, yeah.
Okay.
Now, he wasn't the one who did it, right? The person
Yeah.
who really did it was the Grey Hands, but
Maybe probably just taking the fall so they don't,
Tying up
shank him
all
or
loose
whatever.
ends.
possibly.
Did we have evidence that points to them taking it?
Yes.
Yep.
You do have some evidence. There's no way possible that he was involved in this.
Well, I mean that's a trump card for you there, Mr. Hanks.
What evidence?
There were the books down in the cellar along with the silver that proved how long that they were in operation, and he's
That's true.
But nowhere old enough to do that.
So it points to a greater conspiracy, but that would
bring more people from the Hollows into it.
Only
so
the
it
mining
would bring
company,
the mining company and
But I mean, it's like the mine's always going to be the mine, even if the
That's true.
bosses are corrupt and they get kicked
corruption
out.
out,
Somebody
yeah.
else will take over the mine.
Yeah.
They're not just going to stop production.
That's true.
Well, we've got to get the books.
We can just submit them anonymously. We don't have to say like this is us again. Because if we do that,
if
they'll
we
probably
submit
be
it
like, "Fucking idiot
anonymously
with this."
and it's connected to the mining company that supports this whole town, why would they not just disappear it?
Can
What
we
if
give
you
it to a
What if you
lawyer?
give it to Leo?
Yep, he's proven great so far.
That's true.
We can try. It's a hell of a big ask, though. We'd be going against the biggest company in the town.
Or if we give it to
Crespin Ironspine?
Bellis Raythorn,
Or that guy?
the mayor.
As you're figuring out what you want to do in your day, Lady Knight stops by the shop, the magical ornamental trinkets shop.
Oh, good evening.
Hello, I was told to drop some of these off. Is perhaps your sister around?
I don't think she's around.
Well, she paid for these potions, so I can give them to you.
Yeah, I'll take them. I'll make sure. I'll let her know you were here. Thank you.
I hope you don't mind me intruding. I am aware that you practice the arcane arts.
Yes.
She pulls out a flyer. I saw this written near the Iron Yak.
Yes.
You wish to meet with people who can do spells?
Yes, to share knowledge and to help each other out so we can make this town a better place.
Yes, it could be fun, possibly. What were you thinking?
I think we meet, we practice spells, we do research, we look at symbols to see if we can decipher things.
See, the thing is I'm not very learned. My magic is more innate.
What are you looking for out of this?
I wish to know more people. In my line of work, knowing people with abilities who can help you with things can be useful.
Of course. I mean, more than welcome to come and join, meet people, and maybe we could do some favors for each other.
You're a wizard, correct?
Yes.
How about this? I'd like to try something. You can transcribe spells?
I can, yeah. It takes some time, but yes, and money.
Perhaps if I showed you a spell on a scroll, you could transcribe it and make a copy for me. I could sell. You could keep it, of course. I give you a percentage. I know this is a bit unorthodox and some spells are not quite allowed. But your sister made it clear she wished to help out, and this could help me.
Sounds like a very intriguing idea. May I ask where these scrolls might end up?
That I do not know.
Can you give me a day or two to think about it?
Of course.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'll tell my sister you were here.
Sure. If you don't wish for this, it's fine. I do not know that many wizards.
No, I mean, give me a day or two to think about it. I would
Of course.
love the chance to transcribe some spells and...
But I'm just saying, there's no issue if you say no. It's not a big deal.
Okay. I have a question.
Sure.
Your shop sells many wonderful things and different ingredients for spells, for potions, and I imagine for things like these scrolls that are not highly legal.
Yes.
Would someone be able to buy dragon blood from you?
Why? Why do you ask this?
I ask because we were worried that someone might have used dragon blood to hurt somebody else.
Sometimes I sell ingredients to people.
If I write these scrolls for you, would you be able to share the name of who you sold this to?
No.
Is there anything I could do and trade?
I like money, and I like continuing a business. But in my line of work, if word gets around that you tell people things, this is a problem.
But who has to know that you told?
I would know, you would know, and anyone you told. I'm not saying I sold dragon's blood. It is quite expensive. But I'm saying I've sold ingredients similar to this. If you wish to find some, I could try and find. I have suppliers.
Okay. Give me a day or two to think about it, and I'll give you my decision then.
Sure.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for our group. You really helped make this town a better place.
I'll tell you what. I would like to work with you. So as a sign of good faith, I brought something for you. You can use it. You can throw it away. This is one I have many of, so it should not be a problem. But a gift, to show that I am, how do you say, not a problem. She hands you a scroll.
Thank you. I take a peek at it.
This is the spell Earth Tremor. It's a first level evocation spell. It shakes the ground, causing bludgeoning damage and can knock people prone in an area of effect around you.
Great. Wow, a very powerful spell. Thank you. This will be very useful in our adventures.
If you could see yourself to copying a piece for me, that would be lovely, but if not, no worries.
What do you sell these scrolls for? What sort of percentage are we looking at?
Quite a lot. This spell is a bit simpler. It fetches about 500, 600, depending on the buyer, gold pieces.
And my percentage would be...
You do a lot of the heavy lifting, but you don't have to interact with these people, so I would say 30%.
Not too shabby.
You're right, I don't have to interact, but without my writing, there's no way you're getting more scrolls. I think at least I deserve 40% if we're gonna go forward with this.
Roll persuasion.
3. As I sit trembling in my little boots. But I feel like I have experience haggling with suppliers, so maybe advantage per...
Sure, I'll give it to you. Yeah, why not? Yeah, go
Against
for
the
it.
intimidating
Yeah,
Lady
hell yeah.
Knight.
2.
She turns to you.
For Lahana does all the negotiating.
Go with the 3.
This is true, but what I give you in these spells also benefits you in the long run. You can write them in your spell book. You can keep it forever.
And what I give you with my silence keeps you in business.
Your silence is assumed, as is mine.
How often do you sell one of these scrolls?
We have buyers that come and go, but I could probably send the whole shipment out in a few weeks.
All
Could
right.
benefit the good money.
Give me a day or two, and I'll give you my decision.
Sure, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Have a good night. Thank you so much.
She heads out.
Shut the door, and I shiver a little bit of fear. quite intimidating.
Anything anyone wants to do for the rest of this day? Just working? Anything else? Your mom gives word to you that she gets out of jail.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Now that they found someone else,
Oh, shit, yeah.
she has she's no use of them for any kind of thing. She just passes by the shop just to let you know that she's all right.
Oh, yeah. I just, have a bit of a chat with her, make
Yeah.
sure she's okay.
Yeah, it was a scary thing, but
Yeah.
she's fine.
Yeah, all right. Well, maybe she hasn't worked in a day or two, so, lost some wages, so I offer her some of my wages because I've been getting paid a bit extra.
I'll say this. Mr. G hears you talk about that, and he kind of turns to her and says, well, I mean, I could use some help. We really need to prepare a lot of these toys and trinkets and things for the festival. I could, I mean, if you're okay learning from your son, you could probably help out.
Yeah. Yeah, Mum, it's pretty easy. I mean, we can give you like the jobs that don't require, too much skill, knowledge.
All right. Mr. G's a good person, so I trust him.
All right.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
got your
great.
mom a little bit of side employment.
Yeah, good.
Benefiting her.
I imagine the pub's closed for
Yeah,
the
for
foreseeable
sure.
future.
Yeah.
So yeah, a bit of a side hustle. Nice
Yeah.
one. And maybe maybe I can reduce my hours a little bit to give Mum a bit more money.
Sure, yeah.
Because she probably needs it more than I do. And like in the evening as well, I want to read some books about projectiles.
Sure. Yeah, you go to the library, you want to read some books on projectiles. Yeah.
Everybody
And-
poops when they're encountering an owlbear.
Well.
This-
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. Because I was so far away from it
Yeah.
and I was completely ineffective at range, I want to be able to devise a way to attack effectively at range.
Cool. Yeah. Going into the library, it requires you to possibly talk with Fellerhana to get some access to that library.
I borrowed a library card.
It's a week away from the festival. You have day jobs. You have things that earn you money. Some of you don't as much, Fellerhana. But you can tell me, same as we did last session, if you're going to do your day job, you'll get income, you'll build standing, and it won't be weird. You have a little bit of extra time after work to do other stuff, to meet up and do other activities. You can tell me one activity, I think, in the next 2 days in the afternoon that you could feasibly accomplish. If you're not going to go to your day job, it'll be noticed. You won't make that money. You could call in sick or do whatever it is. But whatever your work would happen would suffer a little bit. But you could accomplish more things in that day. You could set out to do more stuff. So this is the choice I'm giving you all. So Tom, you want to go and research projectiles at the library?
Yes. Well, yeah. So, as you said, like Mum's there, she's helping out a little bit. So,
Yeah.
Sure, I help, with the intricate stuff, but she can do a lot of the kind of busier work. So I'm assuming that might give me a bit more free time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'd definitely like to focus on that.
Awesome. Yeah, you start learning
Maybe
how to
build a
craft some stuff.
prototype,
Yeah, and
perhaps.
that's what your project is. Mr. G kind of supports you in this, in that it sounds like a fun invent. He's all about technology and stuff as well.
Good.
For Tobin, what are you doing?
I'm prepping for the festival,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say yes to the deal.
Awesome. She takes that and loves it.
And I tell her if I find one of these scrolls in people that we are protecting the city from, our business is done.
Fair. But please do not ask me again about my buyers. I'll come by in a day or so, and I'll provide another scroll. If you could make a copy of that, that would be nice, but no stress.
I imagine the expense of copying it is not part of my...
No.
All right, thank you.
I'll meet up with Lady Knight on one of the days to. I'm not buying anything, but I'm just getting an idea of what kind of stuff she does sell. So scrolls of
So
magic.
she's more of a facilitator. She can sell scrolls of magic, but she doesn't have anything. The thing about this is what you gather from her. She doesn't like show you her operations, but she says basically magic is something she can deal with. She has connections in Whiteborn, so she knows where to source raw materials for doing magic. She also can sell magical scrolls, but there's a limit. Basically, she gets a few of what you're trying to understand, what you're trying to do, and she'll contact the more unscrupulous wizards out there that might be willing to copy and put more magic out in the world.
Okay, so that's that dealt with. I would also like to help out with the festival, but the main thing I actually want to do is actually go to visit the farmer again
Yeah, cool.
and see, like, were his sheep safe?
None of the sheep have been taken, you find out. Just in general, he's very happy about that. You can give me an investigation or survival check to see if you can want to look around the area for any more info.
Survival, that's a 15.
15 is right on the edge. You find one of the sheep in the forest as you're kind of searching in the path because the owlbear left a trail.
Oh, nice.
You find a kind of secluded area, and in that secluded area, you find one of the sheep bodies, and it has the same sigil on it that was marked, but then torn away, and it seems to be totally destroyed. But you can see the sigil carved into it as well.
Zombie sheep.
Much less threatening than an owlbear.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Well, you say that. Wait until we fight one, and
Yeah.
it terrifies us.
I know your
Run
next
away
nursery
scared
rhyme.
again.
Little
Yeah.
Bo Peep has
Yeah.
lost her sheep.
Count the sheep.
So you find out that information.
Any other things he has from the rest of the farming community? Have you spread the word?
He spread the word, but no one else has talked about this stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
The rest of my time, I will be trying to again help out with the festival planning, coordinating stuff with my
Hanging
brother.
bunting,
Yeah.
hanging bunting and streamers.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Very publicly being seen.
Yeah,
doing
the
it,
decorations
'cause
are
I'm
starting to
dying.
go up in town near the end of these few days. You're starting to put stuff out, and your shipment of things, Tobin, also arrives during this time, so you can start really making the place look right. Yeah, you'll have a lot of money on
He's
yeah,
rubbing his
spare
hands together, making the money symbol.
You'll have to tell
Um,
me how much money we made. How my haggling skill was.
Yeah. And Mr. Hanks, what would you like to do for this downtime?
Well, I'll work a bit, but in the off hours, I will be trying to convince these guys to take the books to someone to get Willow released from jail.
Way I see it, if Willow didn't step in that fight, it could have gone a different way. I think we owe him.
He saved our life, and he tried to do good. He tried to change.
Yeah, he didn't choose that life. It's Mr. Hanks.
I know.
You're from where I'm from. It's forced upon you.
We can use the books, but just be ready for it not to work.
Who would you like to share the books with?
Maybe the best person is Leo.
All right.
Cool. You make that choice.
This time, we all go.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, repping the.
Are we approaching him at his office, or are we doing? Do you just want to come around to my place and?
Whatever you think is best.
We don't want to embarrass him at his place of
No,
work.
No.
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, come around for dinner.
Ooh.
Awesome. Yeah, you're about to have a nice dinner you prepare together, and the NWA shows up.
Kick down the door.
Yeah.
Bitches!
Straight out of the
It's
house.
kind of a slightly awkward meal because the last time you were in his house, everyone was pretty mad. And Leo, at the end of the dinner, turns to you all and says, "This is nice and all. Thank you so much for coming, but I can't help but wonder why you're all here. Hannah, you didn't really share why your organization
We're
is
just
here."
having the NWA meeting here over a lovely dinner, and we have something to give to you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's happening official or not, I'll leave that up to your decision. But we do have these. I'll present the books.
He starts to leaf through them, looking at it.
These were from the Grey Hands. We re-explored the crypt where we encountered them. They had this hidden space. This lists the silver that was, air quote, taken, and we hope you can use it in a way to absolve poor Willow. He was only trying to do the best with what he'd been given in life.
So you knew this Willow.
He's a student of mine,
Yeah, he used to bully me.
but he's a good kid.
Yeah.
I don't know what I can do, but I'll try.
He saved our lives.
I'll try and find a way to help him out. It's pretty stacked against him, and this would be this
Surely
might
this
create
is
a
more
lot
the
of
Grey
issues.
Hand than him.
Yes, I think I will try. I'll see what I can do.
Leo, he saved the life of your wife and your brother-in-law. He saved all of our lives.
I'll try and help him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ellinger.
Thank you.
I'm assuming you have the same surname.
No, I'm Van Hagen.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Van Hagen.
It's fine.
I didn't know.
It's all right.
God damn it, Garrett.
Yeah, I mean, he takes that, kind of looks at you, and it's a fairly pleasant evening.
Nice. Hey, Mr. Van Hagen, I notice, the town watch and stuff. They got some nice armor. It's pretty expensive, that stuff. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, we have a deal with Sudre's wife, who runs the blacksmith.
Could I get do you think maybe I could get a special rate?
I mean, for what? You want armor? You want...
Yeah, I was looking for like a breastplate. I saw some of the guards had it. It looked really nice. I mean, I've got my old armor. It's it doesn't give a lot of protection. It belonged to my boss, and I guess he's my mentor as well, Mr. G. He's really nice. He runs the toy shop. So I'm just wearing that armor. It doesn't fit me that well, and it's studded leather, which is nice. But I've been in a few scrapes recently, and I think
Roll a persuasion check with advantage because you're with his wife. Right
Gee
now.
whiz, mister.
Gee Willikers.
come on, a 5 and a 4.
We need to take a class in persuasion from the local high
I
school.
was going for the annoyance factor,
Yeah.
Look.
he'd just be like, "Shut up."
I can't...
I was just
Let
asking.
me see
If
what
you
I can do
can't,
for
that's
you.
okay.
I'll see if I can help out.
Oh wow, yeah, thanks. Because they want.
I don't know if I can do anything. And again, as I explained the last time you were in my house, I still believe that official town watch is the way to go. and to help fund and help you guys with what you want to do is a difficulty for me.
That's fair.
But let me see what I can do.
All right. Well, I had to ask.
Oh, it's good that you did.
As you're having this conversation, you hear the sound of just a heavy knocking at the door. And he looks up, he goes out, and he stands up and goes to the door. And he sees a town watch guard standing there. As the town watch guard quickly shouts, Mr. Van Hagen, you have to hurry. It's the library. We have to go now. It's on fire. As he looks at you and says, I have to go. And he runs off into the night.
We kind of sit there like, okay. Wait till he runs out. And
Hey,
we're like,
go.
Let's go.
We pull open the bookcase and slide down the pole as we suit up.
As you all give that time to get ready, that is where we are going to leave it for today with the library, the university library, on fire.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Well, there you have it. The Neighborhood Watch have put their trust in Leo Van Hagen, while the university library is in flames. But who or what caused the fire? Will Leo be able to free Willow Crack? And how will Tobin's deal with Lady Knight affect the rest of the party? Find out in the next episode of What's My Role? What's My Role is a proud member of the Arcane Focus Network. Don't forget to subscribe and rate us wherever podcasts are downloaded. It really does help. And be sure to tell your friends about What's My Role. See you next time.